Hi there, Cancer. I'm EllaAradia, and welcome to your December 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. This reading is for my Cancer water signs, where we'll be exploring the overall energies and themes for the month ahead, as well as taking a deeper dive into how these might be playing out for you in your life. This is a general reading. It's going to resonate a little bit differently for all of you. What I do find though is there's always a shared theme that runs through the collective of all of you Cancer signs. So take what feels aligned to you and just leave the rest. And before we jump in, a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoyed this reading and you haven't already done that, please do. It helps the channel out a lot. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And then of course you can get notified when the next videos are up. So Cancer, let's jump in. I always like to just tune into the energies first, Cancer, before I start pulling cards. I'm feeling some energies of mixed signals. So some of you may be dealing with someone who is a little bit back and forth, these kind of open and closed energies. But I do feel like this is someone that your heart is really open to. So there's something significant, you know, like it feels like some kind of deep bond. But you may be dealing with someone who has a little bit of a struggle, I'm feeling, around trusting. They may have had, you know, disappointments in their past, been let down, and it's kind of broken their trust a little bit. So it's hard for them to kind of open up their heart. So it's like they're opening up and then they're kind of folding back in on themselves because it doesn't perhaps feel for them, you know, 100% safe yet to kind of really embrace the connection here. Now, for some of you, this might relate to career, a job, a project. And I almost get the sense of you kind of knowing that this is the right thing. This is these mixed signals that I'm feeling, but almost waiting for a return from this to kind of confirm that for you. And whatever it is, again, it's something that feels very, very aligned with your heart and something that you have put a lot into. You've really put your all into this. You've put your heart into this. You know, for many of you, this is going to be very related to, let's say, life purpose. So with your overall energies, we have the Page of Wands. So fire energy, new beginnings. Energies of, you know, inspiration, creativity. It's about following your heart, following your inspiration. What lies in your recent past, the Two of Pentacles. Your current energies, the Four of Pentacles. Your feelings towards your situation, the Hermit. These are these doubts that I'm feeling here. You know, I feel like in your recent past, you know, there's been some kind of, you know, choice or decision that was made, and one that you have, let's say, you know, made a move towards. You've taken a step towards that with this Page of Wands. And, you know, whether that is, you know, this project or the person that you're connected with, you know, the Two of Pentacles is all about, you know, getting your priorities in order, working out what's truly important to you. And I feel like some kind of, you know, choice has been made. But because you're still dealing with, you know, these open and closed energies, I feel like this, in terms of love, is the person that you're dealing with. Someone that is, you know, maybe holding on too tightly to the past, usually out of fear or a fear of letting go of control sometimes. But they're clinging on to the past. It can also be someone that is, you know, keeping their feelings quite close to their chest. And that's brought up all these questions here with the Hermit, because the Hermit is all about, you know, perhaps taking a step back and going within. It's all about soul searching. And I definitely feel that that is something that, you know, this person holding back, or, you know, whether this relates to a project or career that, you know, hasn't quite given you that return yet. I do feel like it has, you know, triggered some doubts and caused you to kind of question and to maybe really reevaluate your situation here with the Hermit. But the energies of the Hermit really are about tapping into your inner wisdom right now and really listening to what your heart's saying on this. Because right at the beginning, you know, I was just seeing the words, you know, there are some lessons here around trusting your heart here, trusting your knowing, trusting that inner wisdom, because I do feel like that's creating a little bit of confusion here. You know, whether it's a career-related issue, a person, there's something about it that you know it feels right. You know it feels like the right thing for you. But because it's not being reciprocated yet in the way that you need, it's causing you to perhaps question your path a little bit here, to question the connection. Because I do feel in terms of love, you know, this is the challenge here. The challenge is about, you know, getting this person to open up more to you, to really embrace the connection. And I almost just get the sense that, you know, it might just need a little bit more time for them to feel safer, to trust. Let's just look at your challenge. So in the challenge, we have the Seven of Wands. Again, you know, it's this kind of guarded energy. I mean, you can read this card, you know, different ways, obviously, but it does sometimes represent someone that's got their guard up. And the challenge may well be for you around perhaps keeping your heart open here. What lies in your hidden influence is the Eight of Pentacles. And that's you putting the work in, you know, to whatever this is here. It's about investing, you know, showing up, putting that work in, you know, towards some kind of long-term goal. It's when we put something in to kind of get something back. And the other way for some of you I could read this is the Seven of Wands is also about staying true to you. Even if, you know, the situation right now isn't quite, you know, where you want it to be. It's also about, you know, trusting yourself and staying true to, you know, your values, your truth, and standing strongly in that. Your advice from the universe, the Page of Pentacles. Staying open to growing. It's some kind of, again, some kind of new beginning here. And, you know, it can indicate, you know, more growth in the project that you might be kind of invested in. Staying open to growing, you know, with this connection, this relationship, because I really get this feeling that, you know, it is to kind of maybe just keep going and just trust your path, because I do feel things are, you know, very close to shifting. That's what I feel. And in your outcome, we have the Two of Wands. So this is kind of the crossroads that I'm feeling you at right now, really, to be honest. And a point of choice, which is where you're at now. You know, do you stay? Do you continue to, on this path, to continue to invest and really trust the process? You know, or is it time to perhaps take a different path here? And really, the only way I feel that you're going to really know the answers here is to tap into this energy of the hermit and that inner wisdom, that inner knowing. And what lies beyond the the Two of Wands is the Ten of Wands, which I feel is the ending of a difficult time. An ending of, you know, something completing which, you know, has become a little bit heavy here, something that you maybe feel like you're carrying. But when I see that in the outcome, to me, that indicates a shift and the ending, you know, of something which, you know, has perhaps become a little bit tiring, a little bit heavy to carry in some way, and moving towards a place of more growth and expansion there. But it may be for some of you that there is indeed some kind of choice that needs to be made here, because this is all about being at a crossroads, and it's all about making a choice which will ultimately lead you to more possibility in life, to more growth. You know, whether that is on your current path or a new one. It's all about, you know, really listening to your heart on this one, Cancer, and really trusting that wisdom moving forwards. But there's definitely an invitation, I feel, in all of this around keeping your heart open, staying true to you, and making your decisions, you know, really based on that. So I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, Cancer, and I wish you a great month ahead.